And if you don't bloom, you are going in the trash, going in the trash, going in the trash. Hey guys, it's me Astrid, and today I wanted to give you an update on my other Catasetum orchids because I have a lot of ones that I got this summer and then I got on my recent visit to Sunset Valley Orchids directly from the greenhouse, which means I got to pick my own girl. So yeah, you guys have been asking, and someone also asked to see my Catasetum tigrinum because they wanted to compare plants, so never fear, you're definitely gonna see that. And without further ado, I'll show you these guys. Now, I want to also clarify that all the ones I got after last dormancy period for Catasetums, I've left in sphagnum moss. So I decided to leave them in sphagnum moss so I could see how they grow, if they grow better, if they grow worse, and show you guys the results too, because we all want to be good orchid growers. Alright, so the first one, this is Catasetum pileatum variety imperial. You know, I'm just gonna put the names below. And this little guy has shed all of its leaves. All of its leaves have indeed been shed, and I don't know if you can tell, but I am definitely a Catasetum peeler. The Catasetums, their leaves will leave behind, pun not intended, their leaves will leave behind these horrible spikes, and if you saw my first Catasetum unboxing video ever, you will see me bleed because I poked my finger on one. Oh, its top leaf broke off. Let's just get rid of that. Let's just get rid of that. Ow! Oh! Oh! Oh my god, am I bleeding? I'm bleeding! So, you know. But yeah, I peel the leaves off as soon as they start turning yellow because I don't want to get poked. So yeah, this guy shed all his leaves, but I'm still watering him because it's not really time to go dormant yet, and this still has been growing even though it's shed its leaves. Don't ask me why it shed its leaves, but it did. And that's the end of my story. This is fredclarkeara No Doubt Summer Wine, cross Catasetum Orchidglade Davie ranches. So you guys saw this in the video where I unboxed some orchids that I got in an order from Fred from his new summer listing. And this guy's doing really great. I mean, just have a look at this plant. These roots are really cool. I noticed some Catasetums have a tendency to grow a bunch of roots straight up, and I don't know if that means, hey, we grew all our roots into the moss, there's no room, we're growing up, or what, but yeah, that's this guy, and here's his roots and his fat bulb. Isn't that great? Yes. This is the Catasetum tigrinum SVO II crossed self. So here you can see it. It's, I mean, here it is next to my hand. It's got no leaves, it's hanging out, but it's still growing even though it's shed all of its leaves because, again, these guys aren't really in a dormant phase right now. Catasetum gladiatorium SVO 35 cross Catasetum fimbriatum golden horizon. So here's this guy, just green leafy. This one hasn't shed any leaves except like one down here, but it did shed some. So here's what it looks like. This is that's this guy. Next we've got this monster. This is Catasetum Frilly Doris SVO cross Catasetum upper echelon SVO sun blast. So yeah, this is another one that has these really cool roots coming up. And this one shed a few leaves, which I have peeled off. Like in the last month, a lot of the Catasetums I have just plumped up their bulbs and grown much taller. So even in September, these guys are still growing. Okay, this is the Catasetum 10 Dragons hybrid. This guy is a beast. He's got 3 pseudobulbs here. He's shed a few leaves, and he's got, again, these really cool upward growing roots. Now, I'm curious, I feel like this guy might give me a spike this fall or winter. We'll see, but he definitely looks big enough too, don't you think? There's these bulbs. See these bulbs? They were in the greenhouse, so I didn't get a chance to peel them. But yeah, if you don't really peel your leaves off when they're freshly starting to fade, you'll only get to about here and you'll have these white bulbs. And I personally like to have green shiny bulbs. I don't even know if that's good for the plant or not, but I want to have it, so I do it. Next we've got Catasetum denticulatum SVO crossed with Catasetum SVO. These are both Award of Merit plants. And here's a good example of how different these plants can look. I have some footage of one of mine that I will try to put in right now in bloom. This guy bloomed and this guy didn't, even though this is the same cross. Look at the difference between these bulbs and the height and the size. I think that's very interesting. All right, now let's move on to the other side. I have these guys in a tub, so I can easily fill it with water and water them. And here we've got Catasetum Rebecca Northen Grapefruit Pink cross Catasetum spitzii SVO Gold. So here's this guy. This should stay small because it's got the clowesia. Yeah, clowesia Rebecca Northen Grapefruit Pink, my bad. You can see this back bulb here is like cute and adorable and small, and this front bulb is still really nice and squat and small. So hopefully this will give me a very small Catasetum plant. A lot of these guys can get huge, and Fred Clark has done a really good job of breeding them smaller. So this is an example of that. This is another one someone asked me to see. The fredclarkeara Desert Tenor Freckles cross Catasetum Orchidglade Davie Ranches. And here's what it looks like. I'll give you a close-up of that bulb, those cool roots coming up, and you can see Astrid peeled this bulb. I don't have much to say, it's just growing well. So here's Catasetum Desert Tenor Freckled cross with Davie Ranches again. So here's the same one again, and this one's growing so well that it's like ripped through its leaves here. Can you see that? It's kind of interesting looking. And here's a leaf that's going dormant, and here's a leaf that I would definitely peel off. So I don't know if you like Simply Nailogical's channel, but it's time for some peel porn. Yeah, look at that shiny green bulb. Oh, yeah. Next, this one is actually from Peter T. Lynn. He had some orchids at Fred Clark's greenhouse, and I wanted this one really bad, so I bought it from Peter T. Lynn. Thank you. And this is Clowesia Rebecca Northen Mikabi. I think that one's supposed to bloom kind of white, but you can see this is, I was told, the maximum bulb size for a clowesia like this, so hopefully it'll stay small. And you can see how little these back bulbs are here. Here's one, and here's the other one. You see how cute and little that is? Next, we've got Clowesia Pierre Couret Flamingo spots crossed with Catasetum Orchidglade Davie Ranches. This bulb is huge and fat. Oh my god. I'm kind of amazed at how chunky this little guy is. Oh, here's another Clowesia Pierre Couret Flamingo Pink Cross Davie Ranches. I'll hold these up side by side so you can see the difference. This one's had some peels done and this one hasn't. These bulbs are totally different shape, totally different size, and it's the same cross, so it shows you the variability between plants. Next we've got fredclarkeara Kelly Longley, and it's dripping on me. Drip, drippity drip. This one is supposed to be really, really, really black, and I thought, I've already got the Black Pearl, SVO Black Pearl, and I don't need another black orchid. And then I was in Fred's greenhouse, and I was just like, maybe I need another black orchid. So this one's growing well. I'm not sure if it's going to flower this year. It's big, but I don't know if it'll wait until next year to flower or not. We'll see. And for the last Catasetum that's new that I wanted to show you, we've got Catasetum Fong Cing. Guess who's in spike, girl? Guess who's in spike? This baby. Yeah, you spiking for me, aren't you? I picked this one out straight up from Fred's greenhouse because it had this big tall bulb. There was another one that had 2 bulbs, and I couldn't really decide between do I want the one with the bigger bulb, do I want the one with 2 bulbs, I don't know. But I went with the bigger bulb because I figured this is going to be a really vigorous growing individual from this cross. And I'm happy with my choice because it's in spike right now. And yeah, look at that. Beautiful. Anyway, that's it. That's all the Catasetums I have. You've seen every single one now. And I hope you feel well versed and totally up to date on Astrid's Catasetums. I want to give a shout out to Brittany Lowry, because Brittany Lowry, first of all, she runs the Orchaholics Anonymous page, which I just quit being an admin for. That's a wonderful Facebook page that you should totally check out. And her YouTube channel, Holy City Orchids, is great. And she is absolutely 100% the person who got me into Catasetums. So you should check her out because she is also great. And she's been growing them for longer than me. So she's kind of got a wealth of knowledge to share with you guys. Thank you so much for watching my channel, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.